The Lakers need to make this one trade. The Lakers have had an up and down season, but the trade deadline is coming up and they could definitely use a trade. Here's where Bruce Brown comes into play. The Raptors are actively shopping Bruce Brown, and he is someone who only a couple seasons ago was one of the biggest contributors to Denver winning the championship. And I said it then, I've said it all the time. The biggest mistake Denver did was letting him go because he was so awesome on that team. Fast forward now, he is clearly going to be moved at the deadline, and this is a perfect opportunity for the Lakers to get a player like him, who actually is kind of undervalued right now because he hasn't played a ton with the Raptors and they are in rebuild mode. So they want to move him off the team, especially because his contract is worth $20 million and it's an expiring contract. A side note for a second, the All-Star weekend is in like 3 weeks. My goal is to sit courtside All-Star Saturday night dunk contest next to Siakam and Shaq with their camcorders. That is my goal. I just want to make that happen somehow, some way. Let me know in the comments down below if any of you are going to All-Star weekend. So this is the perfect opportunity for the Lakers to not only get a player who will come in and impact winning, someone who literally has won a championship so he knows what it takes to win, and it's on an expiring contract. So if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, his contract is off the books. Now, I'm not saying that they get Bruce Brown and they're automatically the favorites to win the championship. That's not what I'm saying. But Bruce Brown 100% makes them better, and he can do so many things well. We know, again, what he did on Denver. He will push the pace. He can pass the ball. He can rebound the ball. He can score. He can do all the little things that you need in order to win a championship. With the Lakers, although in recent games they have been playing well, and they are, I believe, 6th in the Western Conference, so obviously they're in the playoff hunt right now. But again, in the West, if you lose one game, you're basically in 10th place. So it's not like they're secure in their spot. Nobody is secure. And so they need to take every opportunity they can to upgrade the roster. And also, Bruce Brown, like I said, is actually undervalued right now. Like when the Raptors first got him, I think a lot of teams were calling for him, and his trade value was so high, and there was gonna be a lot of offers. If the Lakers tried to get him at that time, which they might have been trying to get him then too, I don't know if they would have got him because their offers would not have beaten out the other teams. And I'm sure there are still other teams who want Bruce Brown. But now that he is not as much of a hot commodity because he's been forgotten about a bit, this may be a time where the Lakers can actually get him for whatever they offer. And when I say whatever they offer, I don't mean just offering nothing. I'm just saying like their offer, whatever their best offer is, may actually be acceptable now to the Raptors, whereas when they first acquired him, probably not. And it's unfortunate with Jared Vanderbilt. I was a very big fan of his before he got traded to the Lakers. I was saying he was a super underrated player, and when Jared Vanderbilt played, his defense was awesome. He made the Lakers better. It's just unfortunate that he got hurt and he hasn't been healthy. In order to make the money work for Bruce Brown, because again, he's making $20 million and the Lakers are over the first apron, so they can aggregate salaries. So they can include Jared Vanderbilt and somebody else in the deal. Again, I'm a fan of Jared Vanderbilt. I think he's good on any team in the league, but because the Lakers are winning now, this is kind of the situation that a few teams are in. This is actually similar to the Knicks, which I talked about yesterday or 2 days ago when I was talking about the Mitchell Robinson thing and if he should be traded. Because I was saying Mitchell Robinson is the perfect fit and answer for what the Knicks need. Like what they are missing is Mitchell Robinson. But if he's not going to be healthy this whole season, we don't know. But if he's not going to be, then even though he may be a better fit than anybody else out there on the market, if he can't give you anything, any help is better than zero. And so that's the same thing with Jared Vanderbilt. If he's out there, he's great. But if he can't be out there and he can't be healthy, the Lakers may have to move on from him. And because, like I said, he's such a good player and he's still young, the Raptors may be okay with taking him on because I don't think his contract is anything super crazy. And again, I'm sure the Lakers will attach picks because the Raptors will ask for some picks. And in order to make the money work, I think it had to be 3 players that I put in the trade finder thing. I know that Cam Reddish was one of them because they needed like another $2 million cut off the incoming salary. And so it was Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt, and somebody else who's making like $10 million or something. When I come back later, I'll remember who it was. But so if the Lakers can get Bruce Brown, I would definitely do that deal. And I 100% think Bruce Brown makes them better. I don't think there's any question about that. And again, are they the favorites to come out of the West even with Bruce Brown? Maybe not. But we know, I know LeBron's 40. He's definitely past his prime. I think it's fair to say now that LeBron is past his prime, which is kind of crazy because we all had to wait until he was 40 years old to say that. But, even at 40 years old, LeBron is still a very, very good player. They still have Anthony Davis, who's in his prime. Austin Reeves is still there. And if you add a prime Bruce Brown, maybe they could make some noise because, listen, LeBron in the playoffs will show up, will get it done. There is one player, well, a few players, but one player you cannot question in the playoffs is LeBron. He will be there. He will show up. So if they can get the perfect matchups, if they can somehow avoid OKC and avoid Denver in the first round, that is the ultimate goal. If they can avoid Denver, they can maybe make it through the first round and then see if they can avoid OKC. I don't know if that's possible, but like, if they can avoid Denver, first of all, that's already a win. Because I think if they meet Denver again, they get knocked out. I don't know what it is, but Denver just has their number.